We've been lucky enough to have had each other through some of our ugliest times, literally, and obviously some of our most beautiful. She's not only my best friend, but she's been my sister, she's been my personal therapist when necessary, and has saved my butt a countless number of times. Funny thing is, 12 years ago when we were young, running amok in Petrie's house, we were always talking about how we were going to be at each other's wedding. Unfortunately, I didn't have one, but she did, and here I am. And 3.5 years later, when I saw her and Marc together for the first time, I knew that that was a forever thing. These two, little do they know, have had such an impact and have been such a huge inspiration to myself and my husband. But there are not enough words in this world I can say that can express my appreciation for you two and all that you have been in my life. And obviously for the cutest goddaughter in the world. And words cannot express how excited I am to just continuously be able to watch your new life manifest into nothing short of everything you deserve. I love you both deeply from the bottom of my heart. Rikki, you're the best friend I could ever ask for, and Marc, you're the best man for her. You two are truly my favorite partnership. Welcome to the good life. Cheers to the new couple with all my love and all my blessings forever and ever and ever. I love you guys.
I didn't write anything down. I thought about it, but I wanted to speak from my heart. I wanted to trust my thoughts, and I wanted to extend that to both of you. I want to start out by saying that I love both of you. Marc, I'm proud of the man you are. I'm proud of the man that you are going to become. I've watched you grow up from the day I cut your umbilical cord to this day, as you sit here looking me in my face looking like me. Through the years, I made a point to always be there for you. Emotionally, anything you know you needed, I was there for you. I will continue to do that. Rikki, I welcome you in as my daughter. You have extended family. You got sisters and brothers. You got it all over here. We're here for you. We love you. Welcome. I'm so proud of both of you all. I'm here for whatever you all need. And again, bless you. Thank you. All right.
Last but not least, Mr. Stacy.
Oh, good. Well, first of all, we have to thank these guys here, first of all, DSP, Delta Studio Productions, for shooting us today, doing a good job with the bridal party. And the great DJ over there, Steve, and his crew. We appreciate you guys. And Jeff's Flowers as well. They did a really nice job. And also, who did a great job, is those big flowers there, Tanya Flake. That was her idea, and so you know it was nice. And then, of course, Shanae did the other flowers. My wife, they worked hard, too. They really did. And we also want to thank Kings Mill, Carla Robertson. She's around here somewhere. She's the only person that I know that makes you feel good about giving her like thousands of dollars. So I'm glad she's not here because she looked for more. But about a year ago, Marc and Rikki came to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We was at a restaurant. Marc was looking for a Waffle House, his favorite for some reason. But we didn't find a Waffle House in Harrisburg, so we went somewhere else and had breakfast. And Marc talked about this place called Kings Mill. And he said that would be his dream wedding. So we sat there, Shanae and I and Rikki and Nina, and we put our heads together, and Shanae looked at me and I looked at Shanae, and we looked at Marc and Rikki. We said, well, go to sleep and dream, because when you wake up, that dream is going to be a reality. And so it's our privilege to have made this a reality for Marc, giving him his dream wedding. And it's certainly my privilege to be able to give away my beautiful daughter, Rikki, because it's been we've had such a ride, Rikki. And I tell you, I listened to that Marc's grandfather this afternoon, and he talked about marriage, and one of the things that he kind of touched on, but really I was thinking about, and it really drives the point home. You know, the originator of marriage, right, is God himself, right? It was a perfect man on the earth, perfect. He had no needs, but he had a want. And God looked at his son Jesus and he said, it's not good for the man to dwell alone. Let us make for him a helper, a complement. And from that, the very first poem, and everybody who knows me know I like poetry. I write poetry and things like that. But the very first poem was written, ever recorded. Adam wrote about Eve, at last, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, right? But the key was to stick together. And that word complement, if you, like your grandfather, looking at the scriptures, that word complement, helper, was also used to describe none other than Jesus Christ. So when you're thinking about the woman as that complement, that helper, think about that. Think about the fact that she holds that same value that your Lord, Jesus Christ, holds, that of helper. Always respect each other with that. Rikki, when he wants to, as the head of your house, when he makes that decision, you may not always agree, but you want to support that decision anyway. You want to support it through and never say, if it fails, I told you so. Leave those words out of your marriage. You have some great examples in this room. Your grandfather, 55 years, he mentioned. Your Uncle Vic and Aunt Elaine, 2 months ago, 30 years they celebrated. And a couple who I have, little do they know, I've always admired. They've been together since I've known them, since the early 90s, Calvin and Josie Hill. So you got support, because experience is the great teacher. And so always remember that you have that. Shanae and I have made 14 years. We've been fortunate as well, because experience is the great teacher. Never forget that. But never forget that you too, as Marc said when he was saying his vows, you're one. Nina is there, yes, and Nina is to be cherished. But Nina is not part of that one. It's you two. Y'all come first. And if y'all keep that up, Nina will always win. So just remember that, and just remember the examples you have in this very room. So I'm proud of both of y'all. I'm glad to be here. I wouldn't have chosen anybody else for my daughter. Marc, from a couple of years ago with that lemonade and those biscuits. And I'm still waiting for some more biscuits. I was working out. I lost some weight for those biscuits, and I didn't see nothing. But y'all keep it up. Keep smiling. And remember this night, anytime things may go a little astray, think back to tonight and those smiles. And in the morning when those cheeks are hurting from those smiles, think about that and always cherish it. You guys, we love you. Stay strong. Stay together.